Alrighty. Hey, everybody. Let me kill this here. K1GMM Steve in Vermont. And what I'm going to do is I've had people contact me and ask me, hey, how do you get your receive so quiet on your rigs? You have great receive. Without going into the antenna systems, which does help, there are things you can do using the SDR transceivers to minimize the amount of noise. Now, what I've seen a lot is people run these SDRs open way too much. The AGC. The AGC control on an SDR transceiver is the most powerful tool you've got. Now, and yes, it is radically different in how it works compared to a conventional rig. Let's say an AGC setting on, let's just say an ICOM. You have your slow, medium, fast, and you can adjust the timing of those. Well, that's all you got. Whereas in an SDR, especially in like SDR console, you can change the slope and you can do all kinds of things to the AGC, and then you have an AGC threshold function. Now, the AGC threshold is key. Regardless of whether you touch any other settings or not, the AGCT is the ruler and king, man. That makes the magic happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set I have two rigs here, a Sun SDR2DX and an Anon 200D. So I'm going to go through some settings and also the noise reduction system and also the squelch system, especially on the Sun. I found it to be very, very good, and it just ups the operating listening pleasure on the radio. It's a very good function. I would encourage anybody with a Sun SDR2DX to use it. The Anon has it as well. Don't know if it works any better, not sure. But what I'm going to do as well is I'll show you the changes I made to the noise reduction system. Now, the differences in noise reduction systems between the Anon, let's say Thetis, and the Sun SDR2DX, they are radically different. The noise reduction system on the Sun is nothing but a low-pass filter, in my opinion. All it does is it shaves off the high end, removes all the articulation on the voice. Does it lower the noise? Yeah, but the noise is always up in like the upper mid to the high end of the spectrum, and it just, boom, it like shaves it off, and then it allows the audio from a certain point to pass through. It's probably not created like that, but that's the way it acts. Basically like taking your EQ and slamming it right to the floor on the high end. Don't like it. The difference between that on the Sun and the Apache, I'll show you the NR2. Now, you don't hear any artifacts on the noise reduction system on the Sun. You do hear artifacts on the Apache. However, the noise reduction system on the Apache is probably one of the best I've ever seen. There's a little bit of artifacting there, and once it settles in, it gets better, but it's like a brick wall. It removes all the noise, and the audio just pops right out at you, and it doesn't affect the articulation, as you'll see. But there's like 3 tools right there which will improve the receive quality of your SDR. So let's get right into it. This is the Sun. It's the Expert software, so we'll give this a listen, and right here on the screen is the AGCT control. So what you want to do is you want to move this, and you want to set this for the weakest signal. Let's say you're in a round table, and there's 3 of you in the round table. Now, one of the guys is 20 over. The other guy is like S8, S9. So he's like, could be 15, 20, 25 dB lower. Well, if you set the threshold too tight, you won't be able to hear the weaker signal. So you have to kind of find a happy medium there. You know what I mean? But don't run it wide open. Shame on you if you run it wide open. That's insane. You don't do that on one of these radios. You might as well take a friggin' railroad spike and drive it through your temple, because that's basically what you're doing. That's what it sounds like. It's not going to help you hear any better, because the noise will actually overtake the audio into your ears. It's very difficult to concentrate if you hear a voice and the noise is suppressed, and you hear that voice and you may be just off the noise floor, it's going to be much easier to copy because it's less distracting. You see what I'm saying? So let's get right into this. I'll kick this on. I'll fuss with the AGC control, and you can see what happens.
I got your number right. Sierra Charlie Juliet. Into clear, you're a 57. Into clear, you're a 57 here into K1589. Yourself?
So he's uncopyable anyways right there. So, but you hear the noise and the crackling in the background? Of course, we got somebody splattering 20K wide. That's pretty funny.
QSL, you're okay. So are you in a park right now, 2945?
See how much better that is? See, you can actually copy him. If you were to listen closely, you could copy that weak signal.
QRZ, if you go to QRZ and look up my call sign.
It doesn't help you to run the AGC wide open. It's counterintuitive. You think, well, if I open it up, I'll be able to copy a station better. Well, no, it doesn't work that way. Most of the time. So I'll show you the noise reduction. Noise reduction is right here, NR. And I'll kick this in and out, and you can see what I'm talking about. It's just a low pass filter. Here we go.
You might be hearing me okay, but you're causing so much grief. I'm going to have to go and see.
Hear the high end pop up?
Anyway, 73s, and thanks again. I'm going to be set up in about another
That's on.
45 minutes.
See how it got muddy?
Another part, QSL.
Wait for him to start talking, which he's not going to, so let's move frequency.
Sure. And it might take them 45 seconds to tell you.
So,
And you think they're done, and now you key down. Next thing you know, you doubled with them.
okay.
You're so wide, you're spreading 5 kc down. You're so wide, you're spreading 5 kc down. Makes it hard for anybody to hear anything.
Are you idiot? I've been listening to you up here for 10 minutes. Get out of here.
Oh my gosh. We
He's
got
been splattering on us up here for 10 minutes. Now he wants to come over here and gripe. We didn't go gripe at him. I'm not
Okay,
even
so-
running much power.
So noise reduction on.
5 kc. He's an idiot.
Okay, that's noise reduction on.
Time and I
Okay. Well, I guess nobody's going to talk.
Yeah, I'm going to try to. I don't think we'll have any.
So when the noise reduction is on, sometimes you have to open the AGC back up. So this is noise reduction off.
Yeah. Might go,
Noise reduction on.
might take car out or something if it looks clear, tool around a little bit.
It's not too bad. Does help.
we got some high cloudiness. I don't think it's going to rain here, so when I get out of here, I'll probably go up there and cut the grass.
Then you'll have to have a shower.
Okay, so
Even if you don't sweat,
now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the squelch, and this is something I've been using for a long time. So the squelch is up here, SQL, and if you look over here on the meter, you'll see a yellow line. So this yellow line is where the squelch is set to. So I usually set this right off the noise floor. However, if you got static crashing, which is happening, this becomes difficult to use. But on like 20 meters and any bands, the bands that are quiet, it is beautiful. So you can set this. So let me kick this back on.
oh no, I've never done that.
Oh man, I guess you can't touch the handrail and burn the skin off your hands.
Lord.
It is about 140 in there.
Dang. And you got to stay in there?
Yeah, you got to get your job done.
But yeah, you can't stay too long in there. You got to come back out,
Oh,
right?
you come out and drink a gallon of water, then go back down again.
Golly.
I had jobs where I'd lay on top of the boilers when they were lit off. Laying right on, or right on the top of them, working on the old.
So even on a weak signal like that, it's still very effective. Now let's go up here and see what's going on. I see a signal up here. 204.
Number 8, Yankee Delta. Thank you for the call there. Heiner Run State Park, kilowatt 1362. Pennsylvania. Operator here is Joe. Juliet, Oscar, Echo.
There's noise reduction off.
Copy on the K13. Joe, my name's
Noise reduction on.
I'm in Battle Creek, Michigan. You're 5.
See how it gets muffled?
Signal report, please.
November 8, Yankee Delta, KB3NXE. Here, 59,
Okay.
maybe even a little bit past.
So there you go. You got 3 things at your disposal. So let me show you what I did with the, let's see, where are we? Device, DSP. Let's go to DSP. So here are my taps, delay. Let me stretch this out a little bit so you can see all the windows. And I found this is much better than the default, much better on the Sun. Me likey. So I set the taps at 10. I think the default is like 80 or something like that. And it's just ridiculous, man. It's too much. So I set the delay at 5, taps at 10, and I believe, I'm not sure if that's the only thing I changed or what I changed down here. So those are my settings for the noise reduction system. All right. So the Sun is done. So let's go over to the Apache. We'll launch Thetis. And I will make sure my audio is still okay, which it is. Alrighty. I want to make sure my VAC is set correct. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's go to 40.
Had like 20 cars. Where are all your cars at? He said, we can't get them. The Toyota Super. He said, we get one a month. Know where about it? It's one a month. I said, I don't want to buy it. I just want to see it.
Okay, so on the Apache, you've got your AGC gain right here.
Toyota.
All right.
It's a Toyota Prius Prime.
So what you want to do is set that up.
We get one of those a month.
Happy medium here. And he's not very strong. He's only about an S7.
No. He said, well, we could.
So let me whip up the band here.
Central Pennsylvania, Clinton County. This is Kilowatt. Bravo 3, November, X-ray, Tango.
All right. So you get your AGC set. Let's go down here. What's this?
W4 Fox Alpha.
November, X-ray, Tokyo.
Okay, so you want to get your AGC set so it's kind of in a nice spot there. You will hear a little bit of noise.
CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ POTA.
So
This is Kilowatt, Bravo 3, November, X-ray, Tango.
So now the squelch setting right here, make sure this button is turned on Thetis. The green light, I know it sounds stupid, but it's caught me before. I'm like, why isn't the squelch working? So what it'll do is it'll give you a meter here, and you can move this up until it just closes just off the noise floor. And that will enable your squelch. So let's get it back on here.
Tango X-ray.
Victor Echo 2. You caught me off guard there. Go ahead again. Victor Echo 2.
Victor Echo 2.
Got some
Tango X-ray.
buffering issues here. Straighten that out.
Victor Echo 2, Foxtrot, Tango X-ray. Good signal. I'll look at the meter on the next over.
Okay, so let's bring the squelch up.
1362, North Central Pennsylvania. Heiner Run, State Park. Over.
Thank you very much. You're a clear 5-8 here into Montreal. Beautiful 5-8.
Okay, thank you for the 5-8 in Montreal. Hey, you're also 5-8 here at the Heiner Run State Park. Name here is Joe. Can I have your name?
Yes, you can, Joe. My name is Catherine. And also, if you like, I have a second operator for you tonight.
Okay, Catherine. We'll put the second operator on there.
Okay, so now we're going to kick the noise reduction in on the anon.
Catherine, go ahead.
NR2. Here we go.
Please copy Victor Echo to Juliet Charlie Alpha.
Victor Echo 2, Juliet Charlie Alpha. Hey, thank you very much for the call there. Nice solid 5.9 into Heiner Run State Park, kilowatt 1362.
Now that's the way noise reduction is supposed to work. A brick wall, baby.
Thank you for being out there.
You hear how it's a little...
Well, thank you much for the contact there. Can I have your name?
It's a little warbly, so that's what I mean by artifacts, but it is very, very good.
5, 9 plus 10.
Okay, well, thank you. Yeah,
Isn't that nice to listen to?
Hey, you're nice solid 5.
Okay, so let me show you, keep this moving along. So let me show you DSP, noise reduction. Go over to your DSP tab, over to noise reduction. This is the setup that I have on the noise reduction. NR2, I have gamma. This is for RX1. RX2, I have gamma as well. Sometimes I run the multi-RX feature on here along with an NFED. It's not plugged in right now, otherwise I'd show you. Noise reduction taps. I have 10, 3, 20, and 20. So I made some pretty serious adjustments to that. Noise reduction on RX2, I have not touched that, as you can see, because I don't run it on I rarely use that. NR2 is set at pre-AGC. So that's what I have. You can copy these settings and see how you like them. And that is it. But I figured I would show you how I get the receive so quiet on these rigs. It's really nice, you know. It's really nice not having to listen to that hash and trash constantly. I don't know how people do it. I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm just saying if you want that nice quiet receive, you can do it without overhauling your entire antenna system. These rigs are very powerful, and they have some functions that you can use to improve that radically. All right, folks, we'll see you later. 7-3. I'm going to get this uploaded before the storms come in. I am surrounded by lightning, 30 miles on each, 20 to 30 miles, 40 miles on each side of me. I'm in this like dry slot, and we're going to get clipped. So we'll see y'all later. Have a great weekend. Go work some light ships. Woohoo! Go get them, folks. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Oh, in the link in the description, there will be a link to the website, the ESSB website, with a lot of relevant, important things going on. And I'm constantly updating it almost on a daily basis. I got more material I have to put in there maybe later on today. 7-3, gang.